those two pieces here. There's a floss and a pick on this end, and there's a little toothbrush on this end. And the last weird thing that I carry in here is this lip. All right, I'm gonna be taking a red-eye flight tonight. I'm gonna show you what I have in my bag to keep me comfortable and ready to start the day after a red-eye flight. All of this fits into this. This is my red-eye flight bag that I take with me when I want to get some sleep on a flight. And believe it or not, it's a toiletries bag that will get me through just about a week with everything that's in this little bag. Red-eye flight. Does anyone really like to take those flights? Well, sometimes I do, because if you can sleep on a plane, it's a great way to get on a plane, get a little sleep, wake up at your destination ready to hit the road. But that means I need to be able to get some sleep on the plane. And in today's video, I'm going to show you some of the things that I take with me, as well as best practices that I use when booking a red-eye flight to get to my destination. When booking a red-eye flight, I take into consideration a few things. Number one, most people on that flight are going to want to be sleeping, so I'm going to want to be able to stay in my little seat and not have to get up all the time and bother them while they're trying to get some sleep. Or if I'm in the seat like the aisle or the middle seat and I'm trying to get some rest, I need to be cognizant that somebody in that window seat might need to get up and down and get out. So I tend to try to book a window seat when I'm on a red-eye flight, because that way, if the other people need to get up, I'm not going to be bothered. I'm just going to be able to stay in my little cocoon and stay asleep. The thing about a window seat is a couple of things. They generally keep the plane a little bit warmer during a red-eye flight because they know people are sleeping, but I tend to get a little hot sometimes on those flights. So having that window seat is a little bit cooler. That wall tends to stay a little cooler, and it gives me just a little bit more room and a place to lay my head to get some sleep, which brings me to a first couple of things. Number one, I always pack a compression cube of clothing with me to bring in my personal carry-on, just in case they lose my luggage. I have some clothes with all the layers that I have on to mix and match, and then I use that compression cube as a little pillow to lay on the side to get a little bit of sleep, and that will allow me to utilize it and also use it as a compression cube. The next thing I like to bring is this, which is a tube pillow. And it turns into a neck pillow is what it does. And I don't like to bring a neck pillow because it's really all you're using it is for is a neck pillow on the flight. But this one is a tube, folds up in this format, and I can either stuff clothes into it prior to my flight. So it's a neck tube. It's already full of clothing, gets some extra clothing on the flight. However, you'll have to check with your airlines. Some airlines will count this as a personal carry-on. You'll have to stuff it into your personal carry-on to get it on the plane. Or I will bring it like this, and then I will take off layers. Like I usually wear a jacket and some sort of a sweater and other things, and then I will put it in this and then use this as a neck pillow around my neck so that I can have my head supported while I'm trying to sleep during the red-eye flight. So this pretty much always comes with me on a flight. That way also, if I'm on my way home and I bought a few souvenirs and I just can't quite get my suitcase shut, I can put some clothing into this and then use it as a neck pillow when I fly. So another great thing to take with you on your travel adventures, especially a red-eye flight. Of course, when we're traveling on a red-eye flight or any flight where you're going to sleep, comfort is key. And that means you want to wear some clothing that's going to be maybe a little looser or has some elastic and stretch to it so that you can be really comfortable on the plane. And one of the first things I start off with is my shoes. I want to make sure my shoes are something I can slip on and off without having to bend down and untie them and tie them back up. So I get a slip-on sneaker or shoe that it would be easy for me to get on and off while I'm on the plane. And then the next thing that I wear is something that is merino wool most of the time, because it has the properties that if I'm hot, it wicks away heat. And if I'm cold, it keeps my body temperature in. And also, if I start to sweat or something like that, it doesn't start to collect body odor right away. It's naturally antimicrobial, so it just kind of keeps that body odor away, which is really important on a plane when you're sitting next to a lot of people. That's why those of us who travel a lot always wear and carry merino wool. And so those are my favorite things. So I generally wear a merino wool sweatpant and a merino wool t-shirt and or a tank top and a hoodie, and then put on a vest and jacket. So I have a lot of layers, things I can take on and off, things that I can mix and match with other things in my compression cube. So if they lose my luggage, I have a few things to get me through a few days, and some things I can take off and stuff into the neck tube so that I can create a nice neck pillow for myself. So very versatile. I love merino wool. And also, again, your shoes are very important, something that you can get on and off easily, and things that you'll be able to wear once you get to your destination. Sometimes, like I said before the flight, if I can get my makeup off and or I'm going and I know it's a red-eye flight, I'll go to the airport with nothing on my face so I can just go to sleep. But there's other times where I've had a dinner meeting or something and I need to just eat and get on a flight. I'll try to clean up at the airport if I can, and if I can't, I will do it on the plane. But sometimes, you're just rushed, you get on the plane, you're in your little window seat and everybody else next to you is sleeping. You're like, "Oh great. I just want to clean up and I just want to get, refreshed." So I bring this little pack with me, and this is my little Redeye flight bag. I use this not only for my Redeye flight, but this has enough stuff in it for me, for toiletries wise, to be able to get through about a week if they happen to lose my luggage and my larger toiletries bag that's in it. But this will allow me to get through. But some things in here are great. I want to share them with you because there might be some great things for you to add, not only for red eye flights, but you can use them for longer haul flights if you need to clean up or to get some rest. So let's go through what's in this little bag. Quickly, before I get into that bag, I want to say about one thing. If you can't get up and you can't get to the bathroom and you just really kind of want to clean up at your seat, there are a few things in here that I'm going to show you. But one of the things I always bring with me is this, which is water wipes. And I love these because they're 99.9% water. What I hate is this packaging because this is everyone's sleeping next to me and it's like this. It drives me absolutely nuts. So this way I have a reusable, refillable wipes pouch that's so quiet. You just open it and you can take out a little wipe, nice and quiet, close it up, put it away, do what you need to do, and you're not disturbing everybody next to you. This is essential for me. That way I can have a larger bag of wipes in my checked luggage or something, or buy some when I get to my destination, but just refill enough for me to have on the flight. They're good for cleaning your hands, your face, your tray, whatever you need to clean up. You get the other day, a gentleman was sitting next to me and it had a lot of turbulence and his hands were all sticky, and I'm like, here you go. And he was very, very grateful that I had this with me. So this reusable little white bag is something that goes with me on every trip. All right, without further ado, let's get into what's in this thing right here. Um, this is my little miracle travel pouch, and uh, there's just so much in here I want to show you. The first thing I'm going to show you is there's a tiny little spray bottle right here. And what I love about this is it's empty, but I'll just go ahead and put some water in it either at the airport once I get through security. I can put water in this because it's actually, smaller than 3.4 ounces, but, I can fill it up at the airport. This will allow me to get extra water on my face if I need to get cleaned up with a little bit more water. The other thing that I have in here is a little folding hairbrush. And for many of you who watch my videos, you've seen this. I get this at Daiso, Japan. It's a tiny little folding hairbrush. I think I have some links to this on Amazon as well, but I really didn't think this thing would work, but it's a great little hairbrush. I used to have one that the airlines used to provide when you flew business class, but they really don't provide that anymore. But a little hairbrush, sorry, just to get your hair kind of cleaned up before and after your flight is a necessity. The next thing I have in here are some little individual packages of things that I love these. I'm not a big fan of single-use items. However, when you're trying to pack light and travel light, sometimes this is just all you need to have. If you don't want to carry a big thing of wipes like this, and you're like, I don't want anything else, these are great. These little face wipes will get your face cleaned up. This little thing here is a makeup remover. It's great if you need to put, like, remove eye makeup and makeup from your face. I use this first, and then I'll go ahead and use this to clean up my face. I use these most of the time because I like it. But I like to have these sometimes even in my purse when I'm traveling. If you just need to clean up. When I was in Thailand, I remember it was just so hot and sweaty sometimes. And I had a couple of these in my little fanny pack, and it was nice just to clean the sweat up and feel a little refreshed when I would be outside and I would go into a restaurant and I'd like, I just need to clean my face up a little. These were great to have. And the other little individual thing I have is a little thing of antiperspirant. So when I'm on my travel adventures, I take a shower beforehand, and about midweek I'll shower again, and I'll have a little antiperspirant. Saves a lot of room, so I don't have to, carry one of those bulky antiperspirant or deodorants. The other single-use things that I have in here are these little, they're compressed towelettes. And I love these because they're dry, they're lightweight, but all I have to do is add some water. And I just take my thermos, and I always bring hot water with me, kind of add hot water to this, and it just kind of comes into a nice size towel to use on my face. And you can actually reuse this. So if I'm on my travel adventures and they've lost, my little toiletries bag with my little towels and stuff in it, I can reuse this for days and days. I bring a couple of these with me, and they're great towels. They're actually reusable, and then I can just toss them away at the end of the trip. And the next, this is not single use. I'm going to call it single use because that's how they kind of put it in, is my toothbrush. This is a little toothpaste that came with a little kit, like an amenities kit on a flight once. I just have it. And this little toothbrush, now this is something that is compostable. So even if it is single use, this plastic is compostable plastic. And you see it was two pieces here. There's a floss and a pick on this end, and there's a little toothbrush on this end. And these are real bristles. They're not the plastic thing that feels like you're brushing with, like, I don't know, a baby teething ring or something. These are real bristles. I have actually used this for days and days before. And I like how you can put the pick on the handle, so it gives you something a little bit nicer to be able to get to your teeth. And you can use the toothpaste tabs, which I carry in here as well. So for those of you who know me, I bring toothpaste tabs. I pre-cut my floss and I fold it up in here. So I have a week's worth of toothpaste and floss in here. And then I just carry a little toothbrush. I keep it in its own little thing because if it's wet and I want to reuse it, I can just put this back in here. And that way it doesn't get my toothpaste tabs all wet and a little bit weird. Those toothpaste tabs, if they do get wet, they get a little bit weird. But I just love this little toothbrush, and it fits into these little zipper bags. Are great just to keep things separated and keep things all tidy in your little bag. I just love this little thing. The next thing I bring are some eye drops because it's really dry in the plane. I'm not hydrating as much because I'm sleeping. Really important. I have single use eye drops that I can kind of just drip in my eyes when I wake up and just keep my eyes moist so that they don't feel so gritty when I've been flying. The next thing I do is, wanted to say, if for some reason you can't get out of your seat and brush your teeth, there's a couple things you can do. One is, this might sound gross to people, you can actually brush your teeth with this. And if you have a flight and they give you like a paper cup or a cup that you've had a drink in, is spit in there and then stick your tissue in there and throw it away. I know that sounds some gross to some people, but if you needed to, you could do that. But I always carry some mints. So that way, if I wake up and there's a long line to get to that bathroom and we're going to land and maybe the seatbelt light's on and you can't get to the bathroom, I always bring a few mints. These are from a hotel from years ago. They're really tiny, but I always keep them in my little kit just to have some mints with me. And of course, I always bring my Olay wipes, which are, they're a 5-in-1. They remove your makeup, they cleanse, they tone, and leave a little moisture on your face. A great thing to always keep in a little kit so I can get cleaned up. So if I can get to the bathroom, I'll bring this with me and get completely cleaned up in the bathroom. And again, I can use these little towels to kind of wash and dry off so I don't have to use the paper towels, that are in the bathroom. And then many of you, I've talked about using a bidet. I don't use a bidet on a plane because I'm just afraid I'm going to drop that thing on the floor or drop it in that toilet. It's so crowded in that bathroom. I don't do it. I just use these to kind of clean up that area there. I just don't even worry about a bidet on the plane. There are ways that can help you sleep on a plane, even if you're not someone who can sleep very well, at least get you more comfortable. And one of those things is a supplement that I take. So I always bring a magnesium supplement with me. I've shown many of you this on my shorts. This is my vitamin binder that I now take with me. This vitamin binder is my new favorite because it's so versatile. It allows me to take like a month's worth of supplements in here. It's waterproof. It also has several different containers in here, one for each day of the week, and labels that I can mark each one, as well as labels to mark all of the morning, noon, and night for my different supplements that I take. And then when I'm taking a red eye flight, I just have to take one of these with me and bring it onto the plane in my personal carry-on. And then I have my evening and my morning supplements already with me in this little thing. And that way the rest of this can just be packed away either into my overhead luggage so I can save room in my personal carry-on for other things and have all my vitamins with me. Again, this is a great thing to have. Also, when you're traveling, if you're out during the day and you have to take a supplement, you can just take this along with you. You don't have to worry about taking this whole thing. And then you have all the vitamins and things that you need. The type of magnesium you take is very important. What you don't want to take is magnesium citrate because magnesium citrate is more like a laxative. And you don't want that, especially during a red eye flight. You want something like magnesium glycinate because what it's going to be able to do is relax your muscles, relax the blood vessels, get things to relax so that you can go to sleep. It's also good for anxiety. So magnesium glycinate is what I take, and I just keep, again, in this little container here. Um, this is a magnesium supplement, but it also has things like L-theanine and melatonin. I do not take this on the shorter flights that are like 6 hours because it takes too long for that to get through my system and I wake up feeling really groggy, but I keep it in here for my long haul flights. This is a great thing to have. It mixes into a little drink that I will sip before I go to sleep and I will be out. This will put me out for a good 8 hours. So if you do have a longer flight, this is great for that. And I just keep it in there for that. Of course, if I'm going to be going to sleep on the plane, I'm going to want a few things. And one of those things is earplugs. I like to keep some earplugs in my ears just for pressure reasons and to block out any, that weird plane sound. Just gives me a little bit more quiet. Plus, I was at a hotel once and my headboard was up against the wall and this other guy's headboard was against the wall and he snored really loud. I was able to use these to help block that out and get some sleep during my stay. And of course, I have things like my eye mask and my face cover. This is basically a neck gaiter, a really thin neck gaiter that I put on over my whole face. And then I put my eye pillow on because I feel like I'm in a little cocoon then. And it helps block out a little extra light. It helps hold my earplugs in. And if I fall asleep and my mouth starts gaping open during the flight, I just don't want that look on me or people looking at me like that. So this just helps keep everything kind of covered up so I can just sleep without any, weird thinking of people looking at me, that kind of things. They make some great wool ones if you want something thicker. This is pretty thin, as you can see. I don't know if you can see the light through it or not. I just want something I can breathe easily through and something that'll just let me sleep nice and easy. The last things on here are just little things that I'm going to be using. Like I said, if I'm going to be going to bed at night, I'm going to wash my face. This is a special spray that I spray on my face to help with my rosacea. So I keep it in this little spray bottle. And then this is my night cream here in the light. And this is my day cream. And my day cream has a moisturizer, a primer, and a sunscreen all built into one. So once I get up, all I have to do is kind of clean my face off and put this on. I feel pretty much put together with that. And also when I go to sleep at night, I like to have my lips and my cuticles moisturized. And this is Lanolin. What I love about this set is it comes with a clear, it comes with a pink, and it comes with a red. So what I do is I can carry this one in here so I can get some sleep and do my cuticles and my lips. And then in my little waist pack, I keep the little pink one so I can put a little color on my lips when I wake up and look a little bit pulled together. And also then in my contact lens case like this, I have a primer and a foundation. Again, both of these things will last me about a week on my trip, so it's a great thing to have. And that way I feel a little more pulled together on the plane, that I have something that I can start the day and hit the day running. And the last weird thing that I carry in here is this little thing right here. I've shown some of you my toiletries bag in a video, and I'll link that up here in the description below, that I carry this glowing little pad. and you put any kind of light on it. I can put this light on it, any kind of light on it, and it will glow for 8 hours. And what I do is I hang this on the little tab of my tray table. And the reason why is on those red eye flights, it's dark, very dark. They keep it dark. I can't read the number of the seat. I can't hardly see anything. And this will glow and let me know, oh, that's my seat, rather than me looking at everyone and trying to see where my seat is. This lets me know that's where my seat is quickly. And then when I get to my destination, I have a little glow thing to put on a door handle to let me know this is the bathroom door so I don't walk into a wall. Just a little great thing to have that's multi-purpose. And all of that fits into this little tiny, I've been using this for years, just a little plastic pouch with a zipper, keeps everything contained and nice and small. And again, I can use everything in here on my flight as well as at my destination. If I am going to be doing something where I kind of want more of a full face of makeup and I'm going to be, on a longer trip, I bring this makeup bag with me and I'll put this in my personal carry-on, because on a red eye flight, I'm not going to be taking any food because I'm going to want to be sleeping. I don't bring food with me. I will replace it with my travel makeup bag. And I love this bag because it holds so much. And as you open it here, it kind of opens up like an accordion, and you can see here carries a lot of things, and it can jiggle around on the plane. It's not going to like spill things all over the place. I can see things really easily on here. And when I'm at my destination, like the last time at my Airbnb, it didn't have like a large sink area to put things. It just had a little sink with no extra vanity area. I was able to balance this right on the edge of the sink, and you can see here, it doesn't go anywhere. It just stays, and everything stays right in the bag, and yet I can still see everything I need, and it folds up really compact like this. This is my favorite makeup bag, and I just love this for travel. If you want to see everything that I carry in this makeup bag, leave me a comment, and I will think about doing a video of what's in my little travel makeup bag and all the little sample sizes and stuff that I get and where I get them. I'll leave me a comment and I'll do that video later. All right, so that's basically it for my red eye flight bag. Again, this isn't a long haul flight bag. In my long haul flight bag, I carry many of these similar things, but just a few other extra things. And if you want to see those videos, I'll leave those in the video description so you can take a look at those. But for red eye flight, for those of you who have to fly them, this is the best way to keep yourself comfortable and getting a little bit of rest so you can get your day started. I will leave links to everything you see here in the video description. And if you like this video, please hit the like button for me. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, because I've got all kinds of wacky videos on my channel. But I want to thank you for joining me today. And until the next time, remember to juice life, drink the joy, keep life simple. Remember to pack something to keep you comfortable on those red-eye flights. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.